Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC coming to you from the Avon Park Aero Modelers Field, aka Hurricane. I'm going to take up low wing T-28B by E-FLITE. Used to be the Hobby Zone. The prop is not on. That is the wind making that go. This is one of the few low wing and warbirds that I have no problem flying in the wind. In fact, I kind of enjoy it in the wind. So today's tailor-made for this. Motor's on, timer set for 6 minutes. Got a 2200 4S in there, all the way forward in the only place you can put it. And my rates are 100% throws over 30% expo, all the way around. Right, left, up, down, right, left. All right, she'll run on 3S or 4S equally well. Just got a little more speed, a little more punch with a 4S. I prefer 4S in case I get myself out of trouble. It still does okay with 3S, but a lot better with 4S. Doesn't have retracts. I got the AS, actually I don't have the gyro or AS3X or safe or anything on right now. Flying with no AS3X, no gyro. Okay, I'm gonna put AS3X on. Okay, AS3X is now on to help with the wind. I'm gonna turn it off now. Actually, I'm gonna turn it off just so you can see how she's getting, how stable this plane is, but she gets really bumped around without that AS3X on. Okay, like I'm not moving those wings, that's just the wind moving her around. Okay. All right, now I'm going to turn the AS3X on now and do that same pass.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
Well, still a little more locked in, but still, it's simple law of physics. Only weighs a couple of pounds of foam versus the force. All right.
Experienced mode, safe mode. Experienced mode.
All right, put it back in experienced mode with there's no AS3X, no safe, no nothing. Just me and the plane. I'm gonna land it. All right, I'm gonna put it in safe. And we're going to take off in safe and land in safe, because this is the bind and fly version. I want to say, I don't remember how much this plane is. I want to say it's $219, maybe $229, something like that. If I can get her to turn. Come on. Trying to turn against that wind. Come on, baby. There you go. All right. Let me turn safe off so I got more authority with my nose steering. All right. Let me get down here. And now I don't care who makes the Trojan. It's just a great stable platform. All right, we're going to put safe on, take off in safe, and land in safe. I did not put any elevator input. All I did was just gave her throttle. That's me trying. I cannot turn the plane over. Full right, full left on the ailerons, and it won't let me turn the model completely over, which I hate. Motor's off, I'm just gliding around. Completely out of power now. Just gliding around. We go out here. Should have enough momentum now. Bring her in. Power's off. Power's off, but I got enough. There's enough wind. That throttle was off that entire, from when I was, show me for just a second. When I was out on this side, I cut the power. I said the power's off. I never applied any throttle and made that turn with enough momentum. And that was just proving my points I've made in the past. If you got enough strong air going against the plane, creates lift. I was flying the plane in, just controlling, just gliding her in. The prop was turning due to I don't have the brake on. I'm at where the prop will just turn freely on its own. So we're going to take safe off now.
Experienced mode.
But that was my point. I was showing that if you got enough wind going over the airframe, you can still fly even if you're dead sticking. I'm just going to take off from there because. All right. Show you safe is off. Can't go upside down with safe on.
AS3.
All right, back to AS3X, which you can still do everything with AS3X. It just helps you with the wind a little bit. It doesn't impede the maneuverability or the performance of the plane at all. So a lot of you old timers and some of you even new people are, AS3X, that's cheating. No, if you're going to the side of a barn, you're going to go to the side of a barn. It doesn't impede the movement of the plane, how the plane performs. It just makes a light foam plane fly a little bit better in the heavy wind. That's all AS3X does. It does not hinder the pilot in any way. I'm sorry I'm flying over you, aren't I? I'll come get behind you here. Let me land it. My poor camera precious is like, you're flying over my head and I can't see the plane. But if you're looking to get into a warbird or your first low wing, this is a great option. Absolute great option. All right, just AS3X. Still got 2.5 minutes. It's going to take off from there. Take it straight up. Flip it a couple of times. But you can have so much fun with this little bird.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
All right, land it. Props off, just bringing her in inertia. All right, here we go again. A little better of a scale takeoff there. Here a little bit lower here. Try to keep the power lines in the background. Good looking little plane. Only got about a quarter throttle, third throttle right now. Now completely out of the power. Now I do not recommend landing this plane dead sticking like that. The only reason I'm doing that is because I got enough wind, I'm going into enough wind to create enough lift to keep me going. All right, well, this will be a last takeoff and landing. That's the thing, takeoff's optional, landing is mandatory.
Experienced mode, AS3X mode.
We're going to go around. Here.
Experienced mode.
I'll land with a AS3X turned off this time. No gyro at all this time. Ah. Can't leave it like that. Y'all knew I couldn't leave it like that. There we go. And one more.
30 seconds.
Yes, yes, yes. Prop strike. All right, see if I can turn this thing. Come on.
Second.
Right there is where it... That wind's hitting that rudder. Come here. Come on. Turn, turn. Yeah.
Motor off.
All right, let's look at our fancy technology. I flew for 5 minutes and 45 no, 5 minutes and 45 seconds. 15 seconds left. Let's look and see how much life. I still have a third of the battery. Still got a third of the battery, and that's flying it pretty hard for almost 3 full minutes. So there you go, folks. That is the E-FLITE T-28B Trojan warbird trainer. Just a great, the yellow is great for orientation. I don't remember, I think the stickers are already on it. They do, when you put the plane together, you slide the one piece horizontal stabilizer in, and there's no screws. They give you some little rinky-dink tape to put in. What I do is I take 2 large pieces of packing tape and I lay them down and I wrap them around the front there, and do the same thing on the bottom. That's when I first, so almost like sandwiching that tape on there, and then that elevator won't go anywhere. Occasionally, these are foam pinch hinges, so occasionally just kind of lightly tug on the control surface. You're looking for areas of the foam to be separating. Now, E-FLITE, FMS, a lot of your bigger, better names, they'll, on a foam hinge, they'll put a coat of like glue laminate. Same thing as that hold the foam treatment that I talked to you about. It's just a coat of laminate, and keep an eye on that, because that will dry out over time and you'll start seeing this like clear stuff curling up on the edges. That's that laminate. The key to maintaining foam, and like I say, pull on the control surfaces. You're looking for light to appear between the hinge. Or like right here, the laminate is starting to come up right there. I can see a little line in the paint. So I'll have to go in there and keep an eye on that, and then eventually I'll put either Blenderm tape or put more of that hold the foam glue, which is just a rubbery type seal that will keep that hinge healthy. The secret to keeping foam healthy, because it's a skin. Make no mistake, it is a skin. And if you're comfortable, the foam is comfortable. So if you're comfortable in a hot, stuffy garage, well, okay. But if you're not, your foam's not going to be either. Put your foam where you're going to be comfortable. I keep all my foam in my quote-unquote man cave or basement, where it's pretty well air conditioned and climate controlled, because I know these are expensive. If I left in a hot, dry garage, day after day after day, now just for once in a while, for a little while it's fine, but day after day after day, that constant heat eats away at that foam and dries it out, okay? So just maintenance, just simple maintenance. Now, to show you where you put the battery, I got a 2200. There is a channel here, and this is specific to this plane that you have to do to keep your battery safe. Okay, the 2200 is almost tailor-made. Okay, but if you look, there is this channel in here. Can you see up in there? And in that channel at the very top is like a dugout area. The channel opens up and there's a little dugout area. If you'll take your 2200 and take your balance lead and hold it down where it's laying on top, and then feed your battery terminal through that channel and allow that lead, that battery lead, to lay on the top of that battery, it'll sit in there and it won't pull on the lead and won't damage your battery. And shove that all the way through, and then that battery lead is tucked up underneath that channel, and then plug it in, and you don't have to worry about any Velcro or anything, even though I have it on this, because that right there, if you look on my finger is on the battery hatch, that dam right there, where that goes in at, that perfectly blocks that battery from sliding back out of there. So you don't ever have to worry about your battery going backwards. It's locked in place. So 2200 is perfect. Or you can get, I have like a 2800 SMC pack, but it's the same dimensions that I could use in that. So, well folks, there you go. That is the E-FLITE T-28B trainer warbird. Great flying plane. Once you get comfortable with it, you can fly in almost in any conditions. It's crazy windy. We got constant 10 mile an hour with the gusting up to 20-25. Unpredictable, but at least it's out of the same direction, so that helps. Well folks, y'all have a good, and don't forget to like and subscribe. God bless y'all, and don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and then Trojans. Bye-bye.